show you around real quickly.
Okay.
You're from Detroit. How long are you here for?
We're going to be leaving on today. We've just stayed for a day. We really went to New York.
Okay.
Yeah, and we couldn't find hotels that was reasonable. So we ended up,
Yeah.
So we up here like, oh, let me see Whitney, because that's Whitney Houston is my girl. I love her.
So you just doing driving on, or you
Yeah, we're just driving around now before we go back home.
You let me build up my feelings.
This seats 1,700 people. Well, it's back in the day, but now everybody's
So they're-
pleasantly plump.
Pleasantly plump.
Probably like 1,500.
Okay, so has it always been this big?
So they rebuilt the church, expanded it, and we came back in here in 1987.
Okay. Oh, so it had been shut down.
We were having church across the street in our annex building.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
and
question:
they were expanding the church.
Did Whitney Houston have anything to do with expanding this church?
What do you mean, anything to do? As far as paying?
Yeah, like had
No.
no?
No.
Okay. So did it become a little bit more famous after the fact of people finding out this was Whitney Houston's church?
No.
Okay.
This was New Hope was always known because it's one of the largest churches in the city of Newark. So it was always a prominent church.
So it's always been lit.
Yeah, pretty much.
How was the choir?
The choir now, because of COVID, it's really small in numbers. But the choir stand used to be filled from there to there. Even when I was in the youth choir, we would take up the whole choir stand.
Wow.
So.
Was you ever here or part of the church when Whitney was?
Yes, I was raised in the church.
Oh, okay. So I seen a whole bunch of videos of stuff of her standing right
And
there.
singing, and she would come sing. It kind of worked out sometimes that the kids would have to sing on Easter because it would be the third Sunday of the month, and she would come sing with us.
Wow.
And the song she would sing is "He Would Not Come Down from the Cross."
I think that's the one I seen her sing when she was a little girl.
And quite a few of us, well, we were teenagers at the time. We're in her video, "All the Man That I Need." We went and filmed it at Symphony Hall.
You in there too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up.
Can you see my face? Look to the left. I'm right in the second row, like right behind her shoulder. Yep.
What did you have on? What color?
We all had on wear black and white.
Oh, okay. That's beautiful.
Yep.
So did you come to the funeral?
I was responsible for all the PR for the funeral. I handled all the PR and the communications for the funeral.
Wow.
Yeah. Did I come?
Did you see all the?
It was work. It was a lot of work.
I bet you it was.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
Because I seen the part where they didn't want Bobby Brown. Really?
It wasn't that. It was the seats right here were reserved for the family, and there was a seat for him. There was a seat for him, but he wanted to bring like 8 extra people with him and sit up here, and there was no space.
Okay.
It was certain family members to sit, and the church was packed. It was everybody had to have a ticket to come in, and they told Bobby, you could sit right here, but the extra people that you have with you, we could seat them, but it won't be right here next to you. So that was the problem. It wasn't because he wasn't allowed. That's false.
Okay, so it was just his entourage.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't even call it entourage. It was like the kids, and I don't even know who else. Maybe like a cousin or whatever.
Okay.
But it just, the seating was very specific of who was going to sit where.
Okay. So
because we had to accommodate everybody, and then on this side we had all the celebrities, and everybody had an assigned seat.
Okay.
Everybody had an assigned seat.
So how was Bobby Christina handling this situation? Like, was she crying? Was she just done here?
I don't.
You didn't see her?
Know everything. As far as the funeral is one big blur. I still haven't watched the funeral yet, and I was here during the funeral. I was sitting right there for a portion of it, like when Stevie Wonder was singing, and Alicia Keys. I was mainly working, so I was in and out this side door.
Okay.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell you.
And Kevin Costner. Did you see him singing or up here
Up
talking?
talking, yeah, I saw everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
that came through, everybody that was part of the funeral. Yeah, I saw them.
Well,
Like I said, everything was a big blur as far as the particulars of that day. It was a lot.
yeah.
And even afterwards, people don't understand the work was after the funeral because Pastor and I, we had to respond to 1,300 emails
Why?
from people because it's the right thing to do. People write in.
Oh,
and
okay, the
express
thank yous and-
the condolences and
Yeah.
sympathy and just whatever. And we made sure we responded to every
Every
email.
last one of them.
And then we
that's good.
still got phone calls. He was still going on interviews, so those
Yeah.
had to be scheduled, and go to New York to the different studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was like a really bitter moment for me when she died because, like, Whitney Houston, that's everybody's girl, you know what I'm saying? And then when her daughter died, it was just sad. It was.
Yeah.
Where are they buried at around? Are they buried around here?
No. The cemetery is in Westville, and that's about 35 minutes from here.
What's the name of it?
I don't know the name of the funeral. I
Okay.
mean, I don't
The
know
name of
the
the-
name of the cemetery. I just know it's in Westville.
Okay.
At one point, they had it closed down because she was buried there and everybody was trying
Everybody
to
was
go
coming.
there. But I don't know. I think it should be open, but I don't know the name of it. I know it's in Westville, but it's not close to here.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, we appreciate you so much for opening up the church for us to be able to come in here and just view and get an idea of what Whitney Houston was doing and where she grew up, what church she grew up in. It was wonderful. So I appreciate you for that.
You're quite welcome, and if you're back in town, make sure you come visit us.
Oh yeah,
On
I'm
Sunday
definitely.
morning, we will be glad to have you.
Okay.
Service right now starts at 8 a.m. So
Okay.
we just had one service. We went to one service after the well, we're still in the pandemic, but
Okay.
when churches started opening back up, we did one service. That's at 8 a.m.
Okay. So when I'm going to be coming to New York more often. So anytime I come to New York, I'm definitely coming here for service.
Okay,
Because
that's
I'm
fine.
a gospel singer myself in Detroit.
Okay.
So that's why I was so
What
interested.
church do you go to?
Well, I don't go to one particular church anymore. I just travel around from different churches
Okay.
and sing.
Yeah, well, you need to find one church to be a
yeah,
part of.
I got a church home.
Okay.
It's called the Evangel Church.
Okay.
And but I'm also an evangelist myself. So
Okay.
yeah, but I do more music ministry.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's important for you to have that covering.
Oh, yeah, I got that
You have
covering.
that one church that you are committed to
Mm-hmm.
and helping it grow and participating in the services and whatever outreach that it has for the community.
Oh yeah, yes ma'am.
Yeah, here we feed every day too.
Really?
We
We
feed
don't
those
have.
who are either homeless or like underemployed.
Mm-hmm.
We feed them a hot meal every day between 9 and 12. And we have social services here.
Wow.
Yep.
See, we don't have that much of that type of stuff in Detroit.
Yeah, we help with drug rehabilitation and homelessness prevention,
Okay.
domestic violence issues,
Wow.
mental health services. So,
And do you help people like if they're having problems with their utility bills?
well, we used to do that, but that's grant money,
Okay.
and we don't apply for that grant anymore. It's more work than what it's cut out to be because we don't have the large staff. It's just you have to do a lot to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
but
imagine.
we did that back from 2010 to 2012.
Which
'Cause
explains
actually, I was over that program.
why a lot of churches don't do that no more.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yep, and you have to have the state system, so you have to pay for that, and then you have to pay for each user to use the state system. So yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah.
Okay. And what's your name?
My name's Deaconess Alicia.
Deacon. This is Deacon. You guys, Deacon Alicia.
Deaconess Alicia.
Is she
yes.
beautiful?
Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much again, Alicia. And I
Thank
will be
you.
back to see you. Remember me? Okay.
We expect to see you
Oh
when
yeah,
you're
we
back in the
coming back.
area.
Okay.
Safe travels.
You too. Well, the
Well,
safe period.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll be traveling.
And this is a charter school right here. She might have went to that school. So what I'm going to do now, hey, honey, don't you go in the street. You guys, I'm going to go ahead.
All I'm saying